There is some pretty big XRP news these days. We are going to go through it. Let's talk about it. So breaking up Robinhood will officially list XRP in RLUSD. This is a great step toward acceptance around the world, opening the door for billions of dollars to move into XRP. Platform, let me play this for you. Robinhood will get Bitstamp, a cryptocurrency exchange, and a deal worth $200 million. It was called a first step in developing our crypto business by the company. Bitstamp does business in the US, Europe, and Asia, and its most recent earnings, Robinhood said he made $126 million selling cryptocurrencies, 223% more. The exact amount of money Robinhood said they made from crypto was $126 million. That's why they're putting money into crypto systems. What do you think this means for Robinhood's competitors? There are probably a lot of other services that offer inventory management besides Robinhood. This is because I don't use it myself and I'm not a member of Robinhood. Does that mean that different groups have to follow games now? In this case, we want to make crypto easier for everyone to understand and use. They have hundreds of thousands of people around the world who use apps like Robinhood. This will definitely help and get the crypto business going in that direction. The all-cash deal should go through in the early part of 2025. They're up more than 80% year to date, and Vlad Tenev, co-founder and CEO, says that this helps their foreign growth. You know this is exciting. At last, some deal hobbyists are beginning to return to the market. Dave Deal, in this case Robinhood shares are going up these days. I agree with all of you that we don't really care about the Robinhood stocks unless you own the stock, which I don't. So we'll skip over Stephen McClug, the CEO of Canary Funds, who has a list of stocks like Coin and XRP. A strong cryptocurrency with business solutions coming out during Trump's crypto-friendly rule. Actually, the bigger information isn't always just charged for the bigger information. All of the company answers that are going to come out of this president. And it's not just Bitcoin, we also have Ripple, which is making a safe coin that will open on Tuesday. We'd like to give you an HBR that is launching business replies. We have like coins. This changes their chain, but the more important information isn't just price. I am sorry, I was just trying to keep an eye on Luna. Please come here, sweet pea. Please. Could you please lie down on your bed so that I can keep an eye on you? Damn, it's a standoff. Okay, Ripple Partner Volume Volanti talks about US bills as a carrier, which is also called pays. What about the main benefits of Beyond models for financial institutions, Nadish? What do you think that is? It's the cost and time to market for adoption. Looking at the traditional way of doing things where you buy a product and then set it up in your data centers. There may be a lot of other things you'll need to do. In the Beyond model, the company that makes the product takes care of the infrastructure, training people, and all that other stuff. In the Beyond model, it comes as a package, and that's where your TCO and return on investment are very fast. That's now fast implementation because you planned it ahead of time. You will have had to get the equipment and other things, but in the old form, you were only involved with the slush. This way, the company is better able to handle things like infrastructure improvements. This model has the other important advantage. You can get great scalability and only pay for what you use. So usually you'll be considering things like numbers each set. These are the kinds of contracts that will help you keep your costs down. Your membership costs are very fair given how much you will use it. One of the best things about the old model is that it did that. In this case, what he's talking about is the fact that infrastructure for businesses and banks used to be something that happened just once. You know that you have to make a regular payment, and if you don't use the whole amount that you're paying, you'll have to pay more. It seems like that's something you're using correctly. They will just type up a bill for you based on how much you used. Instead of maybe paying a bigger flat fee for things you already know, for example, let's say you process $100 million a month. The deal you need to buy costs $250 million. For that $100 million, you should pay for it yourself because it saves banks time and money and takes care of all the changes. This meant that the bank wouldn't even have to worry about keeping, do you know of a technical group of workers on the team who are making sure that Lantanas are getting any improvements? It's exciting to hear how much work is going into it. You also said that it was a package deal, so that's also an exciting view. How do you think Compass can help banks handle or understand real-time go border payments in ISO 20022 operations? How do you keep an eye on what might happen? This is where the real problem lies with the goods, as I said, because it's a delivery system. That way you can get a quick implementation with a great return on investment. But from the point of view of the core product, like how we built our product as a native ISO 222 product canonical models, what we can effectively offer is accessories very fast. This is what we mean by multi-rail smart routing skills. As there was in the past, for example, with cross-border funds, there used to be just one rail, but now there are several ends. For this reason, as part of our main offering, we can offer many endpoints, such as to fintech wallets and a few cross-border fee vendors. We successfully perform smart routing, which enhances the usefulness of a financial institution to reach more than one endpoint. In addition, it has our native connection feature, which lets bank systems easily connect with us using APIs. As a result of these two things working together, the execution time is greatly cut down, and you're able to reach more customers and provide better service to them thanks to this feature. What's really cool about this is that it talks about ongoing banking systems every once in a while. If you're sending a price on occasion, there was only one way to get from the United States to the Philippines. Let's look at that case. Now he's saying that there are multiple destinations, which means that there are several ways for that payment to get where it needs to go. You can choose the fastest, first class, or easiest way to do what you need to do, which is definitely important. Also, don't forget that Lante is working with Ripple. And if you're new to the space, they're also working with Swift GPI to handle payments worth $1 trillion every afternoon. Also, RLUSD is coming out just in time for Project PAX, a stable coin initiative led by Japan's three biggest banks. These banks are Ripple enabled and use both traditional blockchain-based financial systems. Project PAX is set to stay in place until 2025, and it will be long with ISO. Because of this, RLU can be one of the first digital items to work across the Switch network. Boom went up right away, and we all know that Swift banks right away. If you don't know what Swift is, it's a group of 11,500 banks that work together. Price infrastructure is pretty much the same thing you've been using for decades. Now you will see XRP, RLUSD will move across the Swift machine, ladies and gentlemen. It has to happen. Also, we're looking here because of the XRP rich listing. Are you on it? Have you checked it? Let's play this. I just found this description of the XRP rich listing from a Japanese developer, which I'll link to below. What I really like about this rich listing summary is that it shows how the wallet balances are distributed and names the wallets from Ripple, Upbit, and Binance. Hey Chris, Larsson, Arthur Brito, you can see the balances and the changes that have been made to them over the last 7, 30, and 60 days. You can also see how many wallets are linked to them, which is 87 Ripple wallets. Damn, you need to go ask Chris Larsson for a loan, dude. I think if you ask short to FOMO, there may be each 43 million, 42 million, which is a lot of money. Sure. I'm really quick. My part is like, hey, Chris Larsson, Brad Garlinghouse, Home, David Schwartz, they have a lot of XRP, so why don't they start putting some of it to use in the atmosphere? I mean, you know you have $8 billion, so why do you need $8 billion to start helping you realize the XRP atmosphere? Put some money into meme cash and some money into infrastructure. I know they give funds and other things, but I'd like to see that you don't need 2.7 billion. Since that's how a lot of guys feel, it's clear that.